Hi, my name is Vicky Lee and I'm your success coach. Welcome to part 3 of the meaning behind your name. Now there are different types of names. You can have a princess name, a money name, a warrior name. What kind of name is yours? Watch this video to find out. Now as always, we live out the opposite of what our name means. So if your name means king, you first have to learn how to be a servant. Otherwise, you're not going to truly embody the meaning of your name. You're going to be a false king or perceived as a fake king. So for more on that, watch part 1 of this video series. So the first type of name out there are the saint names, which means people who live the life path of a saint. So for example, Gina. Gina actually means love, which means in her life there will be a lot of people who hate her. Mary. Mary means blessed, which means her life will appear as though it's cursed. John. John means nude or to unveil. That's why John the Baptist, you're always born naked. So he will live a life of secret mysteries, conspiracy theories, or cover-ups. And he will be the one responsible for uncovering the whistleblowing or the revealing of the truth behind the lies. So these people who have names of saints, they're always sacrificial, or they're always giving themselves over to a higher principle. Now that is not the same as destroying yourself over a lower principle like money, drugs, sex. Those types of people are what I call gangsta. They're gangsta names. So we have gangsta names and we have pimp names. So gangstas go directly to a bank and rob them, versus a pimp asks someone else to go to a bank to rob the bank and then takes a cut of that money. So the pimp manages the gangstas. So gangsta names are like Boo Boo, Choo Choo, Honey, Chow Chow, Biggie, Smalley. Okay, anything that refers to a pet, so anything that's miniature or edible is going to be a gangsta name. Pimp names are like Abba something, like Abba Zero. Or they always refer to mommy or daddy. Like Richard. Richard is a great pimp name. Richie Rich. Because these people might seem very humble and normal on the outside, but what tells you a lot about someone, I'm so sorry to say this, but look at who they date. And don't Richards always date like a hoe or a gold digger? So female pimp names are like Celine, Cher, Diane, Daniela, Linda, Shauna. People who get other people who do their dirty work for them, property managers. Then you have the money names. Now, these people are aggressive and they usually have a double syllable. So it's like Didi, Gigi, Kiki, Cece, Mimi, Bibi, TT, those types of names. You get it? And they want your cash now. They don't want to know. They don't want you to take out a loan. They don't want to have to invest in anything that they have to wait for the return. They want it today or yesterday, and they want it now. Just money, not diamonds, not jewels, not a car, not something they can resell. Just cash money. And they're the best real estate agents in the world. People named after alcohol or brand names. Chanel, Gucci, Chardonnay, Brandy, Jameson, Jack as in Daniels, Margarita, Bailey, Hennessy, Gray as in Goose. These people are on the outside very grounded. They have good jobs and they get a steady paycheck. But on the inside, you know, they live in their fantasies of other people and they're very, very into the fantasy. Women named after gems. Crystal, Ruby, Emerald, Diamond, Gemma, Amber. Crystals are the most pure and the most clear elements of nature. So these women usually live kind of semi-dirty lives, or they surround themselves with dirty people. They're usually strippers or porn stars. Adventure names: Hunter, Chase, Chance, Ace, Maverick, Bear, Jet, Huck, Cliff. Okay, these guys are usually overly analytical, overly intellectual, and very detail-oriented. So what is adventure? Adventure is wind in your face, big, 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 looking at everything from up above when you're skydiving. And while these men might be athletic on the outside, on the inside, they tend to have very microscopic, the exact opposite of big, microscopic viewpoints. They're artists, craftsmen, detail-oriented, tiny, tiny, tiny. I'm not referring to tiny as in size. I'm referring to it as in perspective. So as promised to viewers who left YouTube and Google Plus comments or emailed me to ask me to interpret their names, here it is. Mara means destroyer. So you will do the opposite of destroying. You'll usually in your life, you will inject a lot of life and drama and conflict and color into every situation that you're in or people that you interact with, which oftentimes leads to gossip or embellishment. Denise means honesty. So a lot of people in your life have lied to you, including from when you were a child, and you're probably a person of impeccable integrity. Candace. Candace means nobility, which often means living a sheltered life or living in the upper class or upper echelons. As a result of being too much living inside the castle walls, you're probably the opposite of that. Maybe you're probably a school teacher or something quote-unquote common, which forces you to interact with a diverse and larger populace or the public. Renee. Renee means rebirth or renaissance. And so Renee, I think mythically, is the muse of Michelangelo, the divine, the feminine, the ethereal, sort of the arts and the creativity, even the mystic. So in this life, you're probably an engineer, a doctor, or a scientist, someone technical and practical, almost, or not emotional, almost the opposite of your name meaning. Thanks for watching this video. I hope I answered some of your questions, and please like it or share it. Thanks so much.